Barack Obama was in Spain yesterday speaking at the World Travel and Tourism Council Global Summit. The former president told the crowd building walls are dangerous when back in America we are facing a massive border crisis. In fact, DHS Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen just said the southern border has now reached a system-wide meltdown. That's when President Donald Trump utterly destroyed him. Don't miss what in the world is Barack Obama talking about? The former president was spewing nonsense while addressing a crowd in Spain. And making matter worse, Obama doesn't know he isn't president anymore. He is pontificating on border issues while he was reportedly paid $500,000 for his time. According to Newsweek, the former president warned, if we try to assert these very hard, fixed borders at a time when technology and information are borderless, not only will we fail, but we'll see greater conflict and clashes between people. The translation is border walls don't work because we have technology that isn't borderless. This makes no sense at all. Sure, President Trump is on board with additional drones, etc., but it's also proven that fixed border walls work by stemming the tide of illegal aliens by 99%. But that's not all. The former U.S. leader specifically called out policies that look to the past and that building walls are dangerous, which he said are being rejected by those who have respect for diversity, reported the Seville newspaper Diario de Sevilla. Here again, Obama is taking swipes at President Trump. He's claiming the slogan "Make America Great Again" is looking to the past in a bad way, and we all know his good buddy Eric Holder just made headlines for asking, when was America ever great? Without naming his successor, President Donald Trump, Obama said that the desire to put up genuine or metaphoric walls was part of a dangerous trend, according to a report from Travel Weekly, which covered the travel conference in Seville. Then, Obama took jabs at voters over 35 years of age. The generations behind us are more sophisticated, worldly, cosmopolitan and appreciative of cultures than the old people are, said Barack. They are not afraid of difference, change, things that are unusual or unfamiliar. That's the world they've grown up in. This is plain malarkey. He's claiming 20-year-olds are more sophisticated, worldly, cosmopolitan and appreciative of cultures than the old people. That's basically saying some punk who is 18 to 20 years old are more responsible and know better than those of us who have lived longer. Yeah, he and his Democratic cohorts would love nothing more than to get gullible 16-year-olds the right to vote. As usual, Barack Hussein Obama was keeping to the same narrative that Nancy Pelosi has approved for all the Democrats in Congress. They parrot each other. Well, President Trump is actually having to deal with a massive border meltdown that even former Obama officials are also calling it a crisis. Jeh Johnson, who served as President Obama's Department of Homeland Security Secretary, said we are truly in a crisis at the Mexican border Thursday on MSNBC's Morning Joe, Real Clear Politics reported. On Tuesday, there were 4,000 apprehensions. I know that 1,000 overwhelms the system. I cannot begin to imagine what 4,000 a day looks like, so we are truly in a crisis, Johnson explained. Yet, we have Ole Barack telling us building walls are dangerous. And President Trump was on fire making Obama's statements look utterly foolish. The only thing, frankly, better and less drastic than closing the border is tariff the cars coming in from Mexico, and I will do it, President Trump said, speaking to reporters at the White House on Thursday. I don't play games. He added, if the drugs don't stop, or largely stop, we're going to put tariffs on Mexico and products, in particular cars. The whole ball game is cars. And if that doesn't stop the drugs, we close the border. One of the big reasons the southern border is so out of control is thanks to Barack Obama, who spent 8 years refusing to tackle the very real issues that now have come back to haunt the United States. Trump didn't create the border crisis, but with reports saying we are facing 1 million migrants headed to our southern border by year's end, the 45th president is faced with making the hard decisions to protect American lives and our way of life.